What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, man, we're gonna do the long awaited video. We're gonna do a video on my G35 here. We are at a random like warehouse like street, so it's a Sunday, so there's like nobody really like here at the warehouses. So I just found like a nice little chill spot in the shade where I could film this quick video for you guys. It shouldn't take too long because I don't have much done to it. Yeah, let's do a quick walk around. So I guess we could start from the front of the car. As you guys can see, I guess the most obvious is the headlights. I got the Spec D headlights right there. They are obviously the black housing, clear lens. They're sequential when you do the turn signal. So for instance, I got my keys right here. If I like unlock the car, it does that. So obviously when you do the turn signals and hazards, it does that sequential orange light. And when they're regular, the DRL, the daytime running lights, are on, you turn them on real quick. That's how they look. They're just white, very clean. I also got the clear side markers right here, white LED and clear lenses. I had these for a while now, so they're pretty kind of yellowish. I don't know if you guys could really tell on camera, but kind of got like a yellow tint to it from the sun, fading the plastic of the lens. But hey, they still work and get the job done. So you'll probably find these on eBay or maybe Amazon. White LED strip, clear lens. Like I said, Spec D headlights, black housing, clear lens. Next up, we got the Nismo front bumper. This front bumper is polyurethane, so it's not fiberglass, so which is good. Whenever you get a bumper or side skirts or any body kit, that's the material you want to go for. You want the polyurethane. It's a lot stronger, more durable, and yeah, it's kind of like OEM. How like OEM comes in plastic. Yeah, you want polyurethane. So we got a paint match to the car. That's silver. I think K23 is my paint code. Obviously, it's kind of chipping. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but from scraping through driveways and whatnot, it eventually got a chip up there in the front, right here, and starting to crack right here, also right there, but still straight. You know, we got some cheap, like I think I got it from eBay, like some like mesh, black mesh to go right here in the vent, because without it, it's just gonna be like a hole and it looks ugly. So if you're gonna get this bumper, buy some mesh. It's probably like $5 on eBay for like a huge roll of mesh where you just cut it to the shape and you just kind of like nail it to the back or whatever, however you want to do it. But it makes the bumper look 10 times better with black mesh right here instead of leaving it exposed. So yeah, that's my Nismo bumper for you guys. Next up, we got the OEM grill, blacked out, plastic dip. I did plastic dip it, and then I did clear coat it after. The car's hella dirty right now, so don't mind the dirt, but I need to redo the black on this because I've been having it for a minute now. It needs a repaint for sure, but we'll get it done sometime in the future. I left the Infiniti chrome. Just looks really nice, complements the black and makes the logo, you know, pop. It also goes with my wheels, which we'll get into in a second. But so far, that's the front end there. Next up, I guess we can go to the wheels. Don't mind the paint fade on the fender. We are gonna wrap this car. I'm thinking of doing a metallic blue, dark blue. But let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about a dark metallic blue? I think it looks sick. Also, this fender is destroyed because, believe it or not, my father actually accidentally reversed into my car. It was late at night and my car was kind of like behind his, and when he was reversing, somehow hit my car, didn't see it, but thank God it's just a fender, no other damage happened. Wheels are fine, headlights fine, everything, hood alignment's good. It's just a fender that needs to get replaced. I did buy a new fender already, an OEM fender I got from a part out from a G, but it's a black fender, which I'm not gonna throw on right now. I'm gonna probably throw it on whenever the wrap is said and done. Once I have a color in mind and have the roll ready for wrap, then I'll throw the fender on, but for now I'm just rock it like this. So let's go back to this side and show you the wheels real quick. My wheels are 350Z Nismo stock wheels. Just in case you guys don't know, the stock 350Z Nismo wheels, the specs on them are 18 by 9 plus 30 in the front and 19 by 10 plus 30 in the rear. But I managed to find a full set of rears for all around. So all around the specs are 19 by 10 and a half, no, 19 by 10 plus 30 all around. I do have 15mm spacers in the front, and in the back I do have 25mm spacers in the rear. So it's kind of like perfect fitment. Well, not perfect, but like damn near close, functional, good fitment where I could still run regular size tires. I don't want to run stretch. I could run meaty tires and it doesn't really rub. The only part that rubs on the car is this side, this corner, the front driver's side. Whenever I hit a dip or something, the tire will kind of like rub on the fender liner inside, but it's no big deal. Like, it's just the fender liner. That my wheels are chrome. I actually took them to the same spot where I took my calipers. If you guys haven't seen that, my last video of where I bought some Akebono calipers and I took them to bulletproof coating to get them powder coated. I don't have them on the car. I still haven't got them back. This is the day after I took the calipers there, so whenever we get those, I'll make a video on the color reveal and all that. But for now, we're still rocking the stock calipers back there. The car, when I bought it, did come with the slotted and drilled rotors, which I guess that's a cool little upgrade the previous owner did. Like I was saying, I did take them to bulletproof coating, these wheels, and got them triple chrome, so they are real chrome. Price was pretty up there in price, but it's well worth it. Getting real chrome over like some fake polish powder coat or something, it's well worth it. It's easy to clean and it stays shiny. Like I said, the car is hella dirty and it still looks really sick, so you don't really see these often, so it's really sick. That's why I chose these wheels, and it took me a while to get a full set of rears, but once I did, like, it was the best decision I ever made. So yeah, those are the wheels. Lug nuts are just some tuner aftermarket lug nuts that I got on eBay. They're also chrome, but they're really old. I'm not running center caps. The center cap is plastic and it shows like the Nissan logo. Obviously it's not a Nissan, even though 90% of the parts are Nissan parts and it's made by Nissan. I just thought it looks better without the center cap. It looks clean just without center caps, in my opinion. Get that out of the way. So those are the wheels. If you want to know the tires up front, the tires I got up front are Federal RS RR. Let's see where the tire right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a 255/35/19 up front, and in the rear it's the same thing, Federal RSRR. Hella dirty, don't mind the dirt. But these are 265/35/19 in the rear, and as you guys can see, the fitment is almost on point. You know, we don't have to run no stretch, and it looks sick. The front I got one size smaller just to kind of clear it's really close to the front, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's why I got one size smaller, so it could kind of slightly have that little bend to where like it could avoid as much rubbing as possible. So there's that. Next up, we got carbon fiber mirror caps. Got those on eBay for like 80 bucks. It's this cap that goes over the mirror, and I think it looks sick, so Got those. Also got some blind spot mirrors. I just recently put these so you could, you know, just so you can see your blind spot better. I actually have a video I filmed when I installed these, so if you guys want to see that video, I'll probably upload it sometime in the future if y'all want to see that. But and where I got it, let me know if you want to see that video. I explain how to put it on and where I got it from. But next up, same thing in the rear, just got the slotted and drill rotors from the previous owner. Back here, OEM 06, 07 taillights. The best taillights in my opinion you could get or have on the G. Come stock obviously on the later models of the coupe. My car is a 06, so they already had it, so I didn't even have to go looking for them. They already came with it. Car came debadged, which looks better like that. I was planning on removing the Infiniti logo, but it honestly doesn't bother me. I do have a OEM style duckbill trunk that I have in my garage. I just haven't put it on. I'm waiting until for wrap, so when the wrap comes in I could put my replacement fender, my trunk, and I do plan on buying an aftermarket rear bumper and side skirts that I'm planning to throw that all on at the same time, so it could be, you know, the car could be ready for wrap and I have all the exterior looking how I want it, so it could come out good. It's like I have everything ready for wrap. So aftermarket rear bumper and side skirts, and I have a duckbill waiting for wrap. So the duckbill, I'll throw a picture if I can find one. It's just an OEM style. It's very small duckbill. Looks the best trunk in my opinion. And I do plan on just paint matching it or wrap matching. Like it's not carbon. It's just a fiberglass aftermarket trunk that I have, which is what I was looking for because I want it all to be, you know, same color as the car. OEM. The rear bumper, you guys may be asking what I plan on getting. As I mentioned, I do plan on getting the charge speed rear bumper and the impulse side skirts. So if you guys know about that, you know, best looking rear bumper and side skirts in my opinion for these cars. So yeah, whenever I get those, I'll make a video on it of me either unboxing or installing or just showing you guys. Next up, we got diffuser. It's just like a very simple diffuser that you could find on Amazon or eBay. I got this on eBay for like 80 bucks. Got it cheaply painted myself, rattle can paint of black. Obviously it doesn't look the best right now because the car is really dirty, but I painted it black, couple coats, clear coat, and just threw it on. Since I already knew I was gonna get the aftermarket bumper, I didn't really care how well the paint came out, but it didn't come out too bad. But yeah, so we did that. It really helps the rear end a little bit with this black diffuser accent, so that's why I got it. Next up, I do have rear camera right there. It looks pretty OEM. That was the best spot I could put it, only spot I could put it. There's nowhere else. I got the rear camera on, I believe, eBay or Amazon. I think it was Amazon actually. It's pretty decent. It's alright. Gets the job done. Helps when reversing, and it's kind of a sleek look where it's at. So that's why I got it. For wondering how I mounted it, there is like a bracket that goes behind the license plate, and you just screw it along with the license plate, so it kind of like holds together when you screw it in. So that's how that's mounted. So there's that rear camera. I'll get to the exhaust in a bit, but yeah, I believe that's the exterior. Oh yeah, car did come with tints. I don't know what percent, but it's pretty light, so I'm assuming probably like a maybe 20 or 35% all around. I do plan on retinting it in the future when I get the wrap done, because the tint is old. It kind of has like that old look to it where it's kind of like bluish and like faded looking, but it's better than no tints, so that's why I've been rocking it for now. But yeah, I plan on going darker and getting fresh tints, possibly 5% all around and 35 in the windshield. But for now, we're rocking the tints that came with the car. So next up, we got the roof. I did get the roof wrapped in gloss black. I ordered the wrap on Amazon. I forgot how much the roll I paid and how big the roll was, but it wasn't too big, probably like 5 by 5 feet, something like that. And I'll probably only pay like under $80, I would say, and it came out pretty good. With the help of my friend, we both did it together, and it came out pretty good, you know, for not much wrap experience. It came out pretty good. Don't really see anything wrong with it. You can probably, if you really look, see like the defects of what the paint had underneath the wrap, and it shows through the wrap. But that's not really our fault. It looks good, obviously, from far. But if you like really take your time and look close at it, you see the imperfections from the paint that showed through the wrap. Oh, almost forgot. The car is on BC Racing coilovers. I did get those from like a junkyard. I did have Godspeed coilovers before the BCs, and they rode good, don't get me wrong. They were true style, they were really good for the price. But I saw these BC Racing coilovers at a local junkyard, and yeah, they ride pretty good. Only paid like $150 for, obviously, all around for the whole set of BC coilovers. The only downside is I don't think they're the extreme lows. I think they're just the regular standard, but obviously I'm not going that low, so it works out just fine. The car is maxed out in the rears, I believe. I try to go lower and it does not go lower, so the rears are maxed out, and the fronts are somewhat maxed out. They're not, they're very close to be. It could go lower half an inch, and I was at that height, but it just threw off the look of the car. So when I had it originally maxed out in the front, you could tell the front was lower than the rear. I raised it a half an inch up front, and it looks pretty leveled now. So I like where it sits. If the rear did go a half an inch lower to match the front, then I would have went, you know, that half an inch all around. But since the rears are maxed, I had to match the front with the rear, and it looks really good. Car is perfect to daily drive. I don't really have to worry too much. All right, next up, I guess we could go interior, and then lastly we'll go over the performance. Basic black interior, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get the black interior on these cars. I got P2M checkered floor mats up front and in the back. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's two in the back, 2 in the front. I think I only paid like $90, and I had them for, I want to say 2 years. I think 2 years I had them for, and they still were pretty good shape. And yeah, they look really sick. I always get compliments. OEM steering wheel. I was planning on possibly upgrading to a carbon steering wheel, but I really like the OEM steering wheel. It looks really good. It doesn't look out of place, obviously, because it's OEM, but it just doesn't stick out. I know that if I get a carbon one, it's gonna like kind of stick out in a way, and it's just gonna kind of throw off the very simple look. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the OEM steering wheel. And this car is, like I said, a 06, so it did come with like the sport package with the sport front bumper and side skirts. Like you guys, if you guys do know about that, you guys will know these side skirts are like from the sport package ones, from the 06 07 sport package coupes. And yeah, that's why it has the orange stitching right here. I'm pretty sure all models don't really come with that unless you have that sport package. I could be wrong though. Also, only other thing is the shift knob, got from eBay. The weighted shift knob complements obviously the trim of the silver like aluminum. Next upgrade was the double din. So I did get the double din bezel, I guess you could call it, at the junkyard for like 50 bucks. So if you do want to do this mod, I recommend going to the junkyard or possibly like Facebook Marketplace or something and try to get it from somebody. You'll get it way cheaper than paying it brand new online. So that's what I did. Only paid 50 bucks. Everything works. And yeah, so you do need this trim piece if you want to run a screen. The screen I do have is a Kenwood. I don't remember the model name right now, but I do believe it was a DMX something. If you guys are really interested, leave a comment down below and I'll respond with the exact model. It does have an external mic, obviously, for like phone calls, so I did wire that up right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there. So it was very easy to wire it or put the mic right here, and it works because obviously you're driving, and when you speak, voice is going this direction and the mic is right there, so when I'm on the phone people can hear me fine. So if you guys don't want to try wiring it up to right here, which is a common spot on the dash, or like somewhere else, that's a very unique spot that I came up with. I don't know if anyone has tried doing it right there, but hey, it gets the job done and you don't even know it's there. So these buttons actually do work with the head unit, so the volume up, I could control it right here, or change the songs right here. And if someone calls me, I could answer and hang up through the buttons right here, which is pretty cool. If you guys are interested on how I made that work, I could answer you guys in the comments or something. I'm still rocking the OEM like Bose sound system, and it gets the job done. It sounds really good. Those stock Bose speakers are really good, so I kept those and they've been working just fine. Stock amp and all that, and it sounds good. Let me turn the key on to accessories so you guys can see, I guess, the screen. If you guys been watching my POV videos, you guys will see this radio does have Apple CarPlay. I did put like a Infiniti little background on the screen, which I think it looks really nice. I don't know, the sun is kind of the glare, but it says Infiniti, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. It's very sleek and OEM like, so I do like a little wallpaper. But yeah, it is Bluetooth. But if you want to do the Apple CarPlay, you do have to connect your phone, which if you open up the compartment right here for the cup holders, I have the USB wired up through here. You guys probably might be wondering why I did that. This hole was already here when I bought the car. I'm not too sure why, so I kind of just reused that hole and just put it right here, and yeah, it gets the job done. You guys are probably wondering what is this? It's actually a little Nismo shift pattern little trim bezel piece that I put right here. I bought this on eBay. It's in a like official Nismo little badge showing off like the gearing, and I think it looks really sick. It really ties in with my theme of like having the Nismo bumper and the Nismo wheels. But so yeah, that's a doubled in. The glove box, I do have like this cable where I can connect like an HDMI adapter, which could connect to my phone. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get back to the exhaust part. I do have, obviously from the videos and POVs, if you've been watching my channel, I do have the Motordyne exhaust. I don't know if you guys could really tell, but that's, I don't know if you guys could really see that well, but I have the Motordyne catback exhaust. I have the full exhaust, including the ART pipes as well. So let's start from the headers. I have OEM stock headers to Motordyne ART pipes to the Motordyne full catback exhaust. No thunder pipe yet. I do plan on getting one maybe in the future. Under the hood, I do have just a Stillen like Airbox and a Z-tube, so nothing crazy. Carbon fiber engine cover, Nismo oil cap. It's not a real Nismo oil cap, it's just from eBay. Got a Nismo radiator cap, and this is a VQ35DE Rev-up. Since I do have an 06 manual, it comes with the Rev-up. It does burn a lot of oil, but just gotta keep checking it and add oil whenever it needs it, and you should be straight. But it does get annoying when it just adding oil just gets annoying, having to always check it and add oil. Overall, this car has been pretty reliable. Only big things that had been changed is cam sensors, which you guys probably know if you own one of these VQs. They do go out pretty often, so those are the only things I had to change out. Besides that, when I got the car, I did a obviously oil change, I did a coolant flush, I did a power steering flush, I did a transmission flush, and a differential flush. So I did all of that. Only thing I didn't flush out was the brake and clutch fluids, which are gonna get bled out or changed out when I get the Akibonos back. So much it. So Z-tube, if you guys don't know what Z-tube is, it's just a stock intake pipe from a 350Z, and then inside this like plastic box from Stillen is just a cone style filter with a, I guess you could, it has a velocity stack, but that doesn't do much. It doesn't do anything at all. It's just for like intake sounds. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys, I do have a plenum spacer, GK Tech. It's 1/2 inch up front and it tapers down to 5/16 towards the back, so it's got angled spacer. I paid $200 for that on the GK Tech website. So I do have a plenum spacer. That's a must mod for these VQs. It really helps with like top end power, even though they're still slow, but anything helps, right? So I have that, and I do have a lower non-RevUp manifold. I guess you could say it's kind of like a MRev2 for the Rev-ups, if you guys know. For the Rev-ups, a big mod is getting an MRev2, and if you do research on that, it's basically a non-RevUp lower plenum that's just bored out. Just the front two runners are bored out for like more airflow, and it just really helps out the Rev-ups only. It helps up the Rev-ups with low to mid-range torque. So all the power band, it helps with the power band in the low and mid-range. If you have a Rev-up, I recommend just buying a lower intake plenum from a non-RevUp and swapping it out, and you'll see the difference, and you could thank me later, because that does a big difference in power on these cars, on the Rev-ups. Because if you have a Rev-up, you'll know the power band is only at 5 to the 65 RPM. So anything over 5K and up, that's where the power is at on the Rev-ups. And it's kind of annoying for city driving when you don't want to redline your car just to get to the power band. Just changing that lower plenum to the non-RevUp one helps a lot. It changes that power band to where 3K, between 3K and 5K RPM is the peak like power band. So it really helps throughout the gears and just city driving. It just really helps with that low end torque on these cars. So yeah, so we have that lower MRev2 with the plenum spacer angled from GK Tech, 1/2 inch to 5/16 at the rear, and then stock headers, Motordyne ART pipes and Motordyne exhaust, and just a simple short ram, I guess you could call it, intake. It's just a Z-tube with the Stillen Airbox, stock throttle body, and yeah, for mods, I think that's it. Maybe in the future I'll upgrade to a better intake with including the upgraded bigger throttle body. But besides that, I'm pretty much done on power mods. The car is not tuned. I live in California, so you know how that goes. It's not tuned, and I do plan on getting it tuned. I just don't know when, because you know how California is and their smog laws and just state refs in general. It's really a pain in the ass if you get state refed here. That's the G-man. Hopefully I get it tuned in the future, but for now that's how it's sitting, how it looks. So stay tuned on the next update of when hopefully I get my car wrapped soon and have the side skirts and rear bumper and the trunk installed installed on it as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was my video on my 2006 Infiniti G35 coupe, 6-speed manual. Getting the manual on these cars is mandatory. Respectfully, do not get the automatic. I did have an automatic before this one and sold it and got this one for that reason. It's a way better experience. Yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're finna be out of here, so hope you guys enjoyed that video. Subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, turn on post notifications, and stay tuned for the next upload, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.